Hi, and welcome to That 90s Spider-Man Show, where the answer to "How was your day, honey?" is always Spider-Man the Animated Series. My name is Henry Goblins Make Me Sweat Smith.
And I'm Jack, secretly a Goblin-Godwin.
And this time around we're talking about none other than Season 3, Episode 13, entitled Goblin War, which, as you might guess, is about goblins and their many, many international conflicts.
I'd like to do a correction very early in the show. The title is Goblin War! !
Is it one or is it two? I think it might be three. It's multiple exclamation points.
Oh, really? I thought it was just one. Okay, you corrected my correction.
I'm going to look it up just in case. Because now you made the correction, we might as well get the correction correct. Okay, no, it's a singular exclamation mark. I got carried away.
So I corrected you, you corrected me, and then you got corrected by the internet.
Which corroborated and vindicated you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it turned out that the internet was secretly me the whole time.
You were the
internet took off its mask, and it turned out its middle name was Jack Godwin.
Shouldn't it be like your middle name is the internet?
Wait. Yeah, I'm already getting confused about the identity reveal at the end of this episode.
I wish I could say it was shocking, but it's not the internet.
It's more like, if you know the comic background, it makes it more confusing.
Oh, great. So, we should probably just glide right into this episode of Spider-Man Animated Series we talk about. So, when we left off last time, we had an interdimensional portal gun thingy just floating around in the middle of, the space between worlds. And, wouldn't you know, it's come back in this episode. The portal gun thingy just shows up in a park, and it's picked up by a drifter. I think it's a drifter. I have here in my notes that he's probably going to go buy heroin with this thing.
Or it's the comedian.
Also going to go buy heroin.
Every time you see a drifter, it might be the comedian.
Yeah. It also doesn't mean that he's not going to go buy heroin with it.
It reminds me of, there's a great, in Stanley Comics, before you know who the Green Goblin is, there's loads of stuff in the background of, Peter Parker wondering who the Green Goblin is. And I'm not sure if they knew who the Green Goblin was, at Marvel, so there's just loads of panels I found which definitely made their way to No Context Spider-Man.
Oh, you better believe.
And they were him saying Frederick Foswell, he's very sneaky like the Green Goblin. And him just squinting at them, and it's everyone might be the Green Goblin.
Imagine being that paranoid about the green scare of the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the comedian buying heroin.
Being that paranoid is just Peter Parker's life.
I mean, he's never wrong.
He's never wrong.
He's always justified in his paranoia.
Yeah, but doesn't that just make it more paranoid? You know, the whole, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you.
Yeah.
They are always after him.
So that doesn't make him paranoid or just clever.
Also, he is someone in a mask, so he is a constant reminder of, if someone is paranoid about Spider-Man being around them in his civilian identity, they're right. Because it's me right now.
Just hanging around.
And if I can be here, then so can the Green Goblin.
And that's the whole vibe.
And also, if I know my rogues gallery and important players well, they're pretty much always going to be an employee at the Daily Bugle.
Their hiring practices are terrible.
It's
not that easy to get into journalism, folks.
Or they are somehow related to J. Jonah Jameson, or they are a professor at my university.
Yeah. Or they're trying to, bang one of my various girlfriends.
That's pretty much one guy.
It's technically two.
Who's the second?
Harry Osborn, I guess.
Oh, yeah, but... again, we're thinking about this show. Yeah. This fucking show.
This fucking thing that
this we do. Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the virgin eggborn of the Osborn canon. The weakest strain of the Harry Osborn multiverse.
He's the fucking soft-boiled egg.
When you had the Harry Osborn Spider-Verse event where all the Harry Osborns have to team up to take down a bad guy, they don't invite this one. They're fuck that guy.
Even the other Harry Osborns of every other universe are ugh. Even Dane DeHaan's Harry Osborn is yeah, I don't like that guy very much.
This guy looks weird.
Yeah. What's up with his hair? Anyway, back to the show. While this is happening, while the portal's coming back, we kind of walk around with Peter and MJ, who are going on a nice date, And like a bit like last episode, Peter and MJ are kind of like having too good of a time. And then they're kind of walking around having a good time, and then MJ's kind of talking to Peter about like the fact that since they started going out, like supervillains just keep following her around. And she's like, Peter, I don't think you're safe for me because whenever you hang around with me, just bullshit happens. And Peter, instead of like telling her she's right, is like, oh, that's just New York City in the 90s, you know?
What?
Giuliani.
The liberals.
Fucking liberals, man.
Yeah, the thing here, right? I think I wrote this down like when she's like listing the villains. At the end, she's like, also Venom and Hydro Man.
Oh, yeah.
The best thing about this, for one thing, Hydro Man's mentioned last, even though that was the key one that had a connection.
That was directly involved with her.
And the rest were just like random things.
So I guess Venom was the one who like got her with Peter in the first place.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that. Like, I'm assuming she found out after the fact, or she found out about like Venom attacking the probe thing.
But like Venom was like, oh, I guess like he wouldn't.
He was stalking her, but she didn't. She thought he was his friend.
Oh yeah, it was just like a weird like Eddie Brock being like, oh yeah, that guy wants to fuck you.
Yeah, and then later on, he was like, oh yeah, that was an alien. That guy.
Yeah.
And then she's like got paranoia too.
Yeah.
You know, because like, oh right, every time a guy's creepy to me, he might be like an insane supervillain.
Statistically in the show, he is an insane supervillain.
Yeah, and the other thing is with Hydro Man is that she says Hydro Man. She doesn't say Maury, which is his fucking name.
Yeah.
And is her ex-boyfriend, but she's like...
That's because she's already forgotten his name.
Yeah. The fucking
she
Hydro
watched him
Man
die.
Guy. Also, have they referred to him in the show as Hydro Man before?
I don't think they referred to him in the show full stop.
They say there was Maury in the episode, right? But no one... I don't know if people, like, Spider-Man was like, hey, Hydro Man, or...
Oh, I think he was like, I'm Hydro Man, and Spider-Man laughed in his face.
Oh, okay. That's slightly less pathetic. At least he chose his own name.
Yeah.
But...
And Spider-Man acknowledged it. She was telling Peter about it. He was just like, there was a guy made of water who followed you around, and then he dive-bombed you and died on the spot. He evaporated.
And then Hydro Man's gonna, like, burst in and be like,
and
my name is Maury Bench. Maury Bench.
You can hear like the steam of a shower or whatever. And Peter's like, wait, so you didn't go out with me because of that guy? And that's probably what happened between episodes of Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Before that, Hydro Man.
Get away from her! She belongs to me! Do you understand? I love you.
Tiger, I don't think it's safe to be near me.
Mary Jane, these things happen. It's New York.
Sometimes I feel like you and I attract trouble.
MJ, I think by this point, has figured out he's Spider-Man. Like, she's not stupid. She can't be that stupid.
I don't know. I think everyone is a stupid version of themselves in this show.
Stupidity is like the second build character in the show.
Yeah, also she might have brain damage from when she was dating Harry Osborn.
She finally woke up from that coma and she's like, oh shit. There's this weird dude that I'm engaged to.
I'm interested in this recap because, like, I need a recap.
Yeah, it's a fucking doozy. I'll tell you that. We go now to the Drifter dude, who has his little machine. He's gonna go and get some money. He's gonna pawn this thing. And he kind of, like, tries to sell it to the guy. He's like, oh, it makes coffee, somehow. And they try and, like, make coffee with it for some reason. And it opens up a portal to hell. It might as well have done.
Yeah, it was a little bit Hellraiser, actually.
Yeah, it's extremely Hellraiser.
One thing I was going to say, isn't there, like, on top of this pawn shop, right, there's, like, this insane animatronic?
There is?
Yeah.
I can't remember the animatronic.
I wrote down General George, and I don't know what that means. Like was it like George Washington or something?
I want to say it's like Curious George, there's like a giant monkey there.
I don't even know what I would Google to come up with this.
I don't think you can Google this. This is like the ungoogleable
Actually,
episode.
You know what? I'm going to Google it. The store's called General George's.
Yeah.
Or General George. And it's got, like, I think George Washington on the top of it, like with his arm moving back and forth, like a billboard in The Simpsons or some shit.
Why is that on top of a pawn shop? Outside of a video game?
Yeah, I know. It was kind of a great detail, though.
It's an excellent detail. I'm sad I forgot it. But yeah, so inside the pawn shop, the portal's just gone haywire, and Pandemonium's breaking out, and Peter notices this, and he makes a face that, like, once he changes into a Spider-Man costume, you can tell it's like a little bit brown as well as red and blue, because he just, like, loses his shit. And he's like, oh, fuck! That portal's back. And he kind of goes to MJ like, hey, I've got to do my job. I know, like, chaos has reigned in New York once again, but I need you to go over there now. And he's like, see you, honey. See you at dinner. Love you. And then he just kind of just leaves her to presumably survive.
Well, she says, the thing is, she says it's okay, I understand, like, but she actually doesn't finish telling him.
Yeah, she barely
it's
gets
okay to leave.
Yeah.
I think it's before she gets to the word okay that he's already running off into the...
She goes like, it's okay, Pete, you can go. And she turns around, he's gone already. It's kind of beautiful.
Like Batman.
Yeah. Like a really, really sad Batman. Anyway, Spider-Man showed up to save the day. But you know, but before we can close the portal, our good friend the Hobgoblin returns. And he's like, hey, Spider-Man, I'm going to take this thing with me. And he takes the portal, and he attempts to send Spider-Man, rather, to a nice gravity-related death. Again. But like the last time this happened, and like the time before, Spider-Man survives through bullshit. So he gets like a web parachute, I think. And
which is like quite... We haven't done any web shenanigans for a while. I feel like there was a lot in the first season, and they just stopped.
I think they realised how stupid they were, because Spider-Man's kind of like,
and then this season they're realising how great they are.
Even Spider-Man's like, I can't believe that fucking worked.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should be getting in a Spider-Man cartoon.
He's just like,
I want a Spider-Man surfboard.
I always want to see that too.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, why the fuck would that happen? I was like, no, want nothing more than that.
Yeah, and then you realise that it needs to happen for life to flourish.
For this show to breathe new life into the new decade. Anyway, that brings us to the Hobgoblin again, who's like, he kind of shows up in his lair and he's like, this fucking device is out of power, I better go charge it. And I'm gonna go, like, find my mole at Crime Central to help me. And we go into, like, to his mole at Crime Central, who's revealed to be a complete fucking stranger.
Scumbag Lenny, I wrote down.
Scumbag Lenny is better than what the show calls him, probably, because it probably is a name.
He's called Scumbag Lenny.
He calls Scumbag Lenny?
I'm calling him Scumbag Lenny.
I think in the cast credits, he's just, like, janitor. He's not even mole.
I think he might be Lenny.
Ugh,
I don't know why else I wrote down Scumbag Lenny.
I mean, like, I can't believe this is, like, a random dude. It would be an interesting twist to have that, like, Kingpin's got, like, a really high up mole that, like, we just didn't see.
They've done that a few times where they've been like, who's giving the information? And then it's just been like, oh, yeah, it's this guy.
It's this guy
but,
we've never met before.
Yeah, I guess they're already heavy on reveals this episode.
Kids are too stupid to get too many mysteries at once, so...
I mean, probably, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. So, he goes to his, like, janitor dude, who lets him into the Kingpin thingy.
The Kingpin thingy.
His Crime Central.
Mm-hmm.
So, Hobgoblin shows up at the Crime Central to be like, hey, Kingpin, surprise, I want to take all your shit now. And then he kind of says to him, like, well, I'm going to do this bank robbery, I think, at, like, 2 a.m. So the next day.
Right.
And he's like, be there or be square. But in your case, you probably should just be there. Which is an excellent bit of Hobgoblin shenanigans.
Yeah,
I missed
also,
him in the show. Wow.
Yeah, also, again, like, Mark Hamill, like, makes those kind of lines work, because he's got, like, such, like, sort of sassy flair to his voice.
Yeah. He's fucking bringing it with the voice acting. And he kind of, like, leaves, and Kingpin kind of trudges back to his life, and he's like, fucking hell. Landon, bring me a meatball. It's gonna be a long day.
Be there or be square. In your case, it'd be easier to just be there.
So, he again goes to Langdon to be like, hey, do you know what I should do? I should find out the Hobgoblin's true identity so he stops fucking with me all the time. And Landon's like, well, how do you know that? We can't just know it. And then Kingpin's like, hold on a second, I know a guy who might know the answer to this. And we'll get there. And we'll get there right now, actually, because we go next to Cux McGee's house, i.e. Jason.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, like the saddest character in all Spider-Man the animated series.
Second.
I mean, I'm not counting Harry Osborn. He's not really a character.
Yeah,
he's a black hole of malevolence.
Yeah, he's the Virgin Eggborn.
Yeah, he's just egg-based. And yeah, so apparently the engagement that like we kind of saw ruined in the last episode by the Spot and by Spider-Man and by Common Decency actually went through, and Felicia was still like, I guess I'll marry you because Spider-Man doesn't want me.
He hasn't turned into a giant bat yet.
He hasn't turned into a giant bat yet.
Or tried to turn her into a giant bat.
No giant bats involved at all.
Like, the bar was set, and he's sailing over it.
He's just cleared it.
He's just not as attractive as this costumed hero might be.
Yeah. And he definitely doesn't fight as much crime. And also, he doesn't respect himself, which is apparently Felicia's kink.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, she's engaged to this dude, and Peter's, like, there with MJ, and they're being one of those really annoying, like, new couples. They're just, like, making out all the time. It's like, fuck off, guys. Okay, you get it, we get it, you're happy. You know? It's like, fucking take it over there, get a fucking room. And, the most embodiment of that kind of sentiment is Harry Osborn, who's still mad. Harry Osborn is mad still, because...
I just don't want to give him the time of day on the podcast.
Yeah.
Delete him from the recap. He's not in it.
Yeah.
He's just, again, like, on his bullshit again.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
still mad about something.
Fuck you for doing exactly what I did to you.
Yeah, but he yells at Mary Jane as well this time, right?
I think it's a bit like, you guys get a fucking room.
Right.
I was meant to have MJ and then you dumped me because I was a piece of shit. But that's not my fault.
But also, like, I mean, does he think he's the first person to have feelings?
I think he does.
Because I'm like, heartbreak sucks, but, like, you don't go around, like, yelling at everyone, like, no one understands, like, I'm mad because I didn't get the girl who's completely out of my league.
I feel like you haven't been on the internet in a while. That's all the internet is.
Yeah. I guess people start before the relationship even starts. They're
Yeah.
already butthurt about it.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have to be kidnapped by the Kingpin to be mad about it. They're just mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before Reddit happened, before like the proto MRA, Harry Osborn is like, fuck Peter. He says he's never gonna forgive him for what he did. It's still not clear what he actually did.
Yeah.
So at that point, Peter like takes his tongue out of MJ's mouth for long enough to meet other people, and he meets Jason for the first time, I think, and his spider sense goes off.
I think maybe they technically met
when they were introduced.
They met when they were introduced.
Like the episode where like with Rocket Racer.
Yeah, in a classroom.
Yeah.
I think he just like turned up and he was like, "Hey, Felicia."
Hey, Felicia. And Peter was like, "Well, I've been cucked again."
He dodged a fucking bullet, is what he did.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he meets Jason and his spider sense goes off. But Peter's kind of like, danger when I meet Jason. It must be this other guy. And Kingpin walks in to be like, hey, Peter, I'm sorry for about all that treason thing and about almost what you said to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, especially after, like, you saved my life.
Yeah. I really screwed you there, didn't I? Peter's pretty, like, forgiving, all things considered.
It's such a funny idea going to a dinner party, like, with your arch nemesis.
It's like a very Spider-Man thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have this turkey with this horrible criminal who tried to kill me yesterday. But he doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna have to be cool about this. He then kind of like talks to Kingpin for a while, but Kingpin immediately is like, I've got to go talk to Norman Osborn. And Peter kind of hears him over talking about something, and he's like, this is fishy. It's paranoia again. It's paranoia. So he goes like, I'll be right back, MJ. And she's like, is that danger? You have to do your job? And he's like, sure. And he changes into Spider-Man. And then we go to the balcony where Norman Osborn and Wilson Fisk are talking. And Fisk is pretty much like, hey, tell me who the Hobgoblin is so I can fuck him up. That dude's ruining my fucking day. He just teleports into my lab whenever he fucking wants. And Norman's like, yeah, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Because obviously it kind of is, it's established in season 1 that Norman knows who the Hobgoblin is.
Yeah.
And effectively, like, Kingpin's like, well, if you want to see your son Harry's safe, you should tell me. And Norman's like, no change, asshole. I don't give a shit about that kid. And then he's like,
beaten down. Like, I've been kidnapped or had my son kidnapped so many times now, I just don't even give a shit.
He's almost 18. Next time you can keep it. You know, like, legally, like, he's not kidnapped anymore.
Legally, you're married.
Yeah. Where's my dowry, you fat piece of shit? And anyway, yeah. Norman's like, okay, fine. Meet me at Oscorp at this time, and I'll tell you who he is. And Spider-Man, who's been, like, eavesdropping, is kind of like, 2 a.m., eh? And then he kind of, like, waits for him to leave and he drops down, and he turns around and Felicia's there. Thanks, Spider-Sense. And it's just super awkward.
He didn't have to dress up for this.
He didn't have to. But no, he kind of make it weird. And Felicia's like, hey, Spider-Man, did you hear I got married? And Spider-Man's like, what the fuck would I hear?
You know what? Peter put it on because he was like, maybe I'll accidentally bump into Felicia.
Oh, he's definitely, like, tempting it. He's not trying to, like, pour cold water on it. He's, like, encouraging it a little bit.
Yeah, he likes the attention.
Yeah. definitely likes the attention because, like, obviously Felicia won't go out with him in real life.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh,
Yeah. That's the thing where he's like, this is the only way it's gonna happen.
Yeah. He's catfishing her.
Yeah.
Spider fishing her, I guess. Anyway.
You looked at me with like pride then, like, whoa.
Wow.
What a spiderfish. Did you get that miraculous pun?
Yeah, I am proud of it. You should be proud of me.
I'm proud of you for other things.
Thanks. That doesn't...
I don't want to defeat your morale.
It's okay. I've lost one morale. My constitution's high enough that it's okay. I'll roll the check again. Anyway, Spider-Man and Felicia having that weird, like, I'm engaged, but, like, I'm not sure about it thing that Peter had with MJ maybe, like, 3 episodes ago.
Right, yeah.
And he's like, well, do you love him? And again, she's kind of like, awkward. And then, end of scene. And Spider-Man, I'm kind of angry at him now.
I think Felicia is a sad woman. In all...
No joking aside, she genuinely needs psychiatric help.
She's... And I actually, in a way, I don't know if it's deliberate or what, but, like, her character genuinely comes across like this, but she comes across as, like, a sad, privileged woman who doesn't know what she wants and then gets so much attention from guys. She's, like, after a while is like, yeah, sure, I'll try this guy, and then is super bummed out because she doesn't feel anything for him.
Yeah.
I kind of like the vibe of all the Felicia scenes for that. It's just that whenever you bring, like, Jason into it, it's just like... And then Spider-Man's just, like, repeatedly, like, making these, like, conversations happen and be like,
Yeah.
whoops.
I don't know this for sure, but I feel like everyone knows a Felicia Hardy in their own lives. In that way. Sometimes you're just like, oh, come on. Like, you know, they really want a boyfriend, but they're like, no, you need therapy, girl.
Yeah, she's also like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Rogue in the X-Men movies, and not in that the characters are similar, but in that the difference between, like, Rogue movies and Rogue comics is, like, about the same as Felicia Hardy in this show and Felicia Hardy in the comics.
Oh, yeah?
Obviously, we have some developments ahead that will probably change some stuff, but, like, Felicia's, like, a far more, like, confident...
I wouldn't say that Felicia's not confident, she's just dead inside.
Yeah. Felicia has more energy. Like, she's the kind of person who she feels like shit, she's going to be able to cover it up in the comics, you know? She's very, like, the femme fatale sort of thing. And Felicia's, like, in this show is almost like...
She's a bit of a sad sack.
Like on Xanax, you know? Like, she's almost, like, dozy in her sadness. For
some reason, my brain was like, in real life, she'd be played by Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig?
Yeah.
You sounded like you were Norwegian or something.
I thought I was going for, like, the dialectal, like, pronunciation. Kristen Wiig, yeah. No, like lies Kristen Wiig from the Bridesmaids.
So yeah, but I do actually like her in this show. I think she's pretty good. Also,
I just want to give her a hug.
Whilst dressed as Spider-Man.
That was implied. Anyway, cut to...
Just another guy turns up dressed as Spider-Man on the balcony, like, oh, hey, I'm Spider-Man. He's like, I can tell that's you, Jason. He's like, no.
It's not me.
I can do flips.
I can do flips, and he jumps off the balcony and, like, breaks his back.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Got 4 more Spider-Man come in, different shapes. One is a kingpin shape.
Oh, I had to sew 2 Spider-Man costumes together to make this fucking costume work.
Hello.
I am a Spider-Man. Look at me doing the customary Spider-Man barrel roll. Yes, I'm Spider-Man. I'm gonna save the day. And then fit into this doorway. Ah, shit.
Couldn't a man with the proportional strength of a spider do this? And then he, like, throws the desk.
Or he, like, tries to, like, do, like, a Spider-Man pose and he rips his pants. Oh, no! That was a rental! Anyway, I should mention at this point that while Wilson Fisk and Norman Osborn are talking, Kingpin makes a mistake of bringing up the word goblin, and then right away Norman's like, oh shit, goblins make me sweat, man. And he really doesn't like the word goblin, just as that's enough.
Goblins make me sweat?
Yeah.
What a phrase.
It's fucking incredible.
What a wonderful phrase.
It ain't no passing craze. And then, like, cut to the next scene where it's Norman Osborn in a limo, and apparently the word Goblin was always took to set him off because he's having a fucking bad time.
Yeah.
He's losing his shit.
I'm coming down.
Yeah. He's, like, having, like, the crack shakes. It's incredible.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about any goblins.
And, yeah, he kind of goes home, and he goes to the bathroom, and he's like, what's wrong with me? And then it's pretty much a scene from the first Spider-Man movie with Willem Dafoe where instead of, like, a mask on, like, a sofa, it's just him in the mirror talking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, let me out. I'm the Green Goblin. Let's go fuck some shit up. And he's like, no, you'll kill everybody. And then the Green Goblin's like, fine, but don't you want your enemies dead? And effectively, he tries to stop him, but he can't. And all it took was the word Goblin. No one has said Goblin to Norman Osborn in the intervening months since then.
Also, there's the thing with the Green Goblin here is that like the voice speaking to Norman is that he's right as well, because it says that.
Oh, so like Green Goblin's like his life coach. You gotta set boundaries, Norman.
Well, they say it says to him that they are all trying to like squeeze and crush you, and it's like that is kind of true, like
Especially of Kingpin.
Yeah, like metaphorically and literally and figuratively and
all the senses
allegorically.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually makes sense, but
it's an allegory. I'll allow it.
They're all trying to hurt you, squeeze you, crush you.
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing to me.
yeah. So it's like everyone is trying to fuck him over, and he is like at this constant level of like tension all the time. And again, like the paranoid thing, but like this is a crazy city, you know.
Yeah.
It's
New York in the 90s.
You know, this isn't your daddy's New York City.
Oh no, your daddy's New York City is probably a lot worse.
No, this is like, you know,
This is like pre 9/11 New York City.
I mean,
It's like Giuliani's New York City, right?
right? Yeah, but I'm like trying to say it's bad.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's good.
I think yeah, because I think like the New York was like super fucked up in the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
and then got better in the 90s.
I feel like the reason that we have like Marvel comics is because Stanley lived in New York and he was like, this place fucking sucks.
I wish a spider person beat up that guy who was an asshole to me.
The only way that New York is able to function as a society if there's superpower people flying around all over the goddamn show.
Yeah, but like maybe John Semper Jr. Like making this series, like he was like it was coming more from the angle of like he didn't even live in New York City. He lived out in the sticks somewhere.
He's in like in New Jersey or something.
Well, no. I mean like out, like away, way away.
Oh,
and then
right.
he's like middle America or some shit. And then he's just like looking at the city like, oh man, what a nightmare place to live. I bet there's fucking laser guns and goblins all day.
Oh, like how people were looking at LA in the 90s.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a pretty similar vibe. You can like imagine Predator 2 happening in New York.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and there's a lot of sweating in this, just like in Predator 2.
Oh yeah, constant sweating.
Yeah, and a bunch of like this scene is just there's just like an asshole convention. Like every guy who's still in play, like the bench you were talking about, the bench like
It's full of assholes.
well, yeah, and like 90% of them have come to this fucking party.
Yeah, it's like a fucking Avengers of all the assholes in this universe,
Mm-hmm.
including Peter Parker. But yeah,
Who just has a migraine, I guess.
his brain is about to hemorrhage. There's so much fucking danger here. And also, I'm really horny as well because my girlfriend is here.
I'm so confused.
I'm so horny and confused. There's so many assholes and babes. Anyway, so the Goblin comes out and he's like, I'm gonna get revenge for you, Norman. You stay right there inside me. And at that point, we go straight over to Crime Central, where the Hobgoblin's like, hey, I'm gonna do that thing I said I was gonna do. And then the Green Goblin shows up and just kicks the shit out of him. Spider-Man obviously has been following everybody, so he's there too. And it's just like, just some great, just hot, sweaty Goblin-on-Goblin action. So, the funny thing about the Hobgoblin and the Green Goblin is that one of those is much more powerful than the other.
There's 4 gliders in play, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, which
Well,
is
there's like
just
gliders and then like auxiliary gliders. For both of them.
which I always thought was kind of a weird sort of clumsy design thing they did in the show. Like the idea of like, oh, he has a glider that upgrades by just going onto a slightly bigger glider that goes
Yeah.
faster and has
It's like
missiles.
a dock. It's like a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
Like when you're out and about, you gotta like just have like a nice small glider for the traveling. But when you're home, you're like, I want to like seriously glide around. I want my big glider.
Yeah, and then
And have like friends over and have like different gliders like attached to each other, so we'll play like Smash
but that's
together.
the thing. There's like a bunch of these fucking Joy-Cons like flying all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's just it's
Chaos.
And the fact that this scene kind of works is like crazy.
I kind of love this scene because it's Spider-Man fighting Kingpin, but also fighting the Green Goblin, but also fighting the Hobgoblin, who's also fighting the Green Goblin and the Kingpin, and the Green Goblin who's just like having a fucking great time.
And also, there's like a desk throw in here, right?
Oh yeah, of course, it's the Kingpin.
Yeah.
He's throwing a desk every episode. It's in his contract.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every episode, but it wasn't the first one last episode.
Well, from now on, he's negotiated a new contract.
Behind the scenes, he was doing it.
Yeah.
No, we just weren't watching.
They were cutting on the editing floor. They were like, "This is a good enough throw, Wilson. We're gonna cut it." What do you mean? I'm like 4 feet in the air. Anyway, the Green Goblin kicks the shit out of the Hobgoblin. Is the takeaway from this. And then we cut straight to the Casa del Cux McGee, where Felicia's kind of like walking around, being like, "Hey, so where am I gonna live?" And she's kind of snooping around this guy's house, but he's not there, or so she thinks. And she kind of goes to his bookcase, I think, and she does the whole like Scooby-Doo thing of, "I'm gonna pull this book out," and the entire like wall like switches around.
Yeah.
And there's this whole like lab, I guess, with Hobgoblin stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh shit, what does this mean?" And she turns around, and the Hobgoblin's like, "Hey, Felicia. Hey, honey. Oh yeah." It turns out that I didn't actually know this beforehand, but yeah, I called it. Jason is Hobgoblin. He kind of takes off his mask and he's like, "Are you happy to see me in my goblin costume, honey?" And then he's like, "So we have to stay married. We're gonna continue this marriage. You married into this. I didn't get like cucked 4 times for you to just leave me." And then he's kind of like, "I'm gonna make you marry me," and that's that. But at that point, Green Goblin's kind of like, "Hey, pieces of shit. Hey, look, it's the Lovebirds." And the Hobgoblin's like, "How do you know who I am?" Holding his mask in his hand. "How do you figure it out?" And the Green Goblin's like, "All right, march, you two." And he marches them into the portal. And where will they go? Who knows? Who knows where the Green Goblin will go?
Jason!
Jason Philip Mackendale, to be precise. Former petty crook, ex-hired thug, and now your husband-to-be.
You're a criminal?
As that's happening, Spider-Man's kind of like swinging around the city going like, "I wonder where those goblins are," as you do when you're swinging through a city as Spider-Man.
I haven't seen a goblin in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm feeling from Goblin here right now.
I'm getting the goblin sweats.
Yeah. I'm jubbling with some Goblin. So he's like, "Well, why don't I go down to Oscorp, because there's always shit happening down there. I hear they recently put out the fire that happened there last week." So he swings down to Oscorp and he's like, "Oh shit." And he stumbled across this kidnapping plot. He's like, "Oh no, I was right somehow, that like the place that Norman Osborn works is where the Green Goblin is."
Also, regardless of who he was, a supervillain would come to Oscorp. Didn't the Scorpion go to Oscorp as well?
They all go to fucking Oscorp.
There was no reason for that.
Yeah, they just like hanging out there. It's like a little like discount lounge they can go to and hang out. Just play pool and shit.
And moths to a flame.
Yeah. It's a cool place for all the villains. So yeah, it's like a classic, like, there's a vat of acid or whatever bullshit, and Jason and...
Like a goblin to a vat of acid?
Yeah, like a vat of acid. They fucking love their acid.
That's the second vat of acid this season.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's the Tombstone. Well, I guess like there was 2 in that episode.
2?
Because it happened like the first time we actually got turned into Tombstone?
Was it the same vat of acid, though?
I feel they changed that vat of acid in 15 years. That's not hygienic.
Well, okay, well, how hygienic do you have to be with an acid? Wouldn't it just like fuck up every bacteria?
Yeah, but like you change the acid because like if you're not using it and it's having like,
I don't know what these vats of acid are for.
well, if they're not being used, eventually they'll lose
They're
their
just
potency.
boiling acid with like no top on it.
Yeah, they'll lose their potency.
Isn't everyone like in the room just like passing out from the fumes anyway?
Or they're just high as shit all the time.
Maybe that's why it's always abandoned.
Because everyone just goes in there and their eyes melt. Our VAT counts is now established and also at 3. We count like the same one over different times of life.
Young vat of acid and an old one.
VAT of acid. A VAT of acid through the years.
Mm.
Acidhood with Byron Shit Negative. That was a smile. I saw a smile. Folks, he's smart. He got the joke. He liked the joke. Anyway,
Grim smile.
So yeah, Spider-Man saves Jason and Felicia, but before he can save himself, the Goblin's like throws him into it. Well, almost into a vat of acid, but catches him at the last minute, being like, "I want to save this," which is pretty baller. Green Goblin saves Spider-Man in order to kill him later, and doesn't realize quite that the machine that does the portals has been damaged. It has also nearly out of battery.
What's it called again? Is it like
The time dilation?
time dilation accelerator?
Comes stunned, you know that.
The TDA.
TDA. Not to be used to TVA.
Yeah.
From Loki. Effectively, like, the Green Goblin's like, yeah, fuck this. Spider-Man, you ruined my plans. I'm gonna go home now. And Spider-Man's like, hey, no, that thing is super fucking damaged. You will just end up in hell. And Green Goblin's like, I'd rather be in hell than be captured by you, bitch.
Yeah.
And he walks through this, like, portal.
I love how fucked up this portal is this whole episode.
It's
Like,
on his
every
last
time that
goddamn
someone
legs.
goes through it, it's like, I might get chopped in half.
Yeah. Like, when Hobgoblin goes through it initially, he, like, loses an arm almost. He's like, fuck me. I shouldn't use that again. And just keeps using it. It's great. So, yeah, Green Goblin walks in. We don't know what happened to him. And we're kind of left with Spider-Man, Jason, and Felicia. The most awkward trio in the entire show. And this is when Jason and Felicia have that chat. Where she's like, did you ever really love me? And he's like, yeah, of course. I love your money.
Money?
And how hot you are. And then...
And I liked how you kept, like, cuckolding me.
Yeah.
That was great.
How you didn't really want to be with me at all. You kept on trying to cuck me for Spider-Man for some reason. And then Felicia's like, well, that's not real love, Jason. And she looks at Spider-Man and goes, I know what true love is. And it's the most, like, awkward thing for Spider-Man ever to be like, yeah, I guess you have true love for me, even though you've never seen my face. This isn't weird.
Or
True love is when you love yourself.
Or he's thinking, man, I don't know whether she's talking about me or the fucking vampire. And when you have to ask that question, that's when it's like, you know, let's just move on.
Maybe it's time you spend a little bit of time alone, Felicia Hardy.
Yeah, I mean,
Get to know yourself, really.
she has the worst luck.
Every time I lose my heart to someone, disaster strikes. I'm like a black cat, bringing bad luck into everyone's path, including my own.
I mean, she also not the best judge of character, I guess, because
Maybe
like,
one of the worst judges of character I've
yeah,
seen.
but at least Jason like seemed like just normal man. Although if you think about it, maybe she would have been more down if he'd just been like, yeah, I love wearing costumes and shit, and she'd be like, oh,
If he'd led with I'm the Hobgoblin, she would have been like, oh, I'm into it.
yeah. Although maybe
ask.
there's bad experiences because she did get kidnapped by a goblin.
But no, he wasn't yellow though, was he?
No,
They
but
didn't have the flare.
But I don't know.
Mark
I don't
Hamill's
know if it
peak.
matters the coloring. You know, like if you get like,
You never
yeah.
know. Goblins could have made her sweat. In the good way.
I don't know. I don't think she was a fan the last time.
I guess.
And it's a mortal enemy of the spider that she likes.
That's true. I'll let it slide. I guess like when something tries to kill your mother, you're not sexually attracted to it.
Yeah.
But then again, this is Felicia Hardy, so you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so that's kind of where that engagement ends, and we cut then to Oscorp, where the Green Goblin just shows up in like a fucking like portal. So somehow he's alive. He's back at Oscorp, and he's like, "Shit! Now I'm gonna Spider-Man asshole. I'm gonna fuck him up." And that's where we end the episode with Green Goblin swearing revenge on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So that was season 3, episode 13, entitled Goblin War. We'll be right back after these messages.
Because once I complete my own modifications on this time dilation accelerator, they'll see what a real goblin can do!
What did you think of the episode, Jack?
I did like this one. I think it was another strong one. It wasn't one of my like absolute favorites, but I like any episode where all these threads come together in a way that sort of makes sense. I like the idea of the setting of this dinner party with all these insane people coming with different dealings, and some of them knowing who they are and some of them not. The kind of thing.
The different cucks, you mean?
Well, it was to be honest, the whole episode, right, is like the kind of scenario where I'm watching it and I'm like, it would be fun to see this kind of thing in a movie, you know?
Yeah.
Like the most extreme version of like Adrian Toomes in the car with the gun.
Or the bit where like he opens the door to Adrian Toomes to pick up Liz, but instead of one Michael Keaton, it's like 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's the whole Sinister Six, and they're like cooking dinner together.
Yeah. They're all raising this one girl. 3 men and 3 more men and a baby.
We're husbands. That would be great if the Sinister Six were all husbands and that was their gimmick.
They had to like raise a baby together.
And they weren't called the Sinister Six. They were called the
Soothing Six, because they soothe this baby.
I don't know. I was trying to think of like, I guess you want the alliteration, but I mean, my brain can't come up with anything better than the Married Six, which
The Sister Husband Six.
the what?
The Sister Husband Six.
What does the sister husband mean?
Like when you have like a husband, but then like another husband, which is like a sibling to that husband.
And it's called a sister husband.
I think it's called a sister husband. Yeah.
Really? Are you sure you didn't make that up?
I'm like 70% sure I didn't make it up.
It feels like a really like long way to describe it.
There is such a phrase as a sister husband, but I can't remember the exact definition because I've never had to bring it up before. Rhino, I imagine he would have the harness, and Dr. Octopus would be the one to like change the diaper because he has all the arms. Actually, no. Dr. Octopus should do it, but they get Scorpion to do it instead.
That's a valid point in an insane conversation that you.
I didn't start this.
Yeah, but like I should know better than to open the door.
You really should.
I say, husbands, but the Sinister Six, and then you're like, oh, and who's changing whose diaper?
Well, they're all changing the baby's diaper. That's the obvious question, but like the Rhino doesn't got a diaper. There's no point.
Okay, more confusing even than this is the identity of Jason Philip Macendale in his show.
Is his surname Macendale in the show?
Because they say, right?
Oh yeah, because it's like his like alternate surname.
Because before he's just been called
Jason Phillips before.
They reveal that his name is Jason Philip Macendale. And that's how they're obscuring the thing. Because in the comics, the Hobgoblin is, and to be honest, I'm sure there's like genuinely some Spider-Man fans who read all these comics, who are listening to this, that won't actually know who the Hobgoblin is.
I'm sure all 3 of them will be shocked.
Honestly, like, the first Hobgoblin is Roderick Kingsley. Roderick Kingsley, I believe, was introduced in like episode 2 or 3 of this season. He was the guy who was doing like a science experimentation thing with a laser, and then Doc Ock came in and fucked it all up.
Oh, that guy!
Yeah, and he's not appeared since. And I was like, And I think that guy was called like, I might be wrong, but he might have been just called like Mr. Kingsley or Roderick Kingsley or something like that. And he also, when he did,
refers to him as the Goblin.
And when he did the laser on the wall, he did an H.
Oh yeah.
And I remember being like, oh, are they dropping this guy in? But then in my head, I was like, I remembered the episode, the reveal, and I remember it being the person that like Felicia was with. So when you were guessing his identity as well, it's like I was like, I'm pretty sure it is him, but I'm not going to say anything about it. But the thing is, in the comics, the second Hobgoblin is called Jason Macendale. And so in this, he's called Jason. I'm like, maybe they're going for that, but then they're like, he's called Jason Phillips or whatever. So I guess not. They just came up with a new character, but then he's like, no, it's actually Jason Philip Macendale, which I guess they're going like, haha, we got you, comic fans. But
I'm so glad that's never going to happen again. Luckily, all of like comic book fandom learned their lesson, and that's the last time we tried to subvert expectations by making something stupid up.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, the thing is though, but I'm not going to do any comic origins today because I'm probably going to do a weird low on this.
Listeners, if you didn't see this, because you didn't, my entire soul just left my body.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will have to. Because the question of who is the Hobgoblin is very confusing, and I'm not even 100% sure when I explained it to you just then, because there is a lot of like red herrings, and the way they actually reveal who it is was in this like side issue that was then made not canonical and then canonical, and then it got so confusing that by the time you figure out who the first Hobgoblin is, the second one has been around for a while, so it doesn't really matter. And then there's more Hobgoblins turn up down the line.
Sure.
And it's just all very confusing, and I think I might just do a weird lore that's just called, like, Who the Fuck is the Hobgoblin?
That's a great title. That's exactly what I was thinking. I mean, like, the Hobgoblin stuff seems so confusing. Like, if it happened today, it would probably end up with, like, a conspiracy to re-elect Donald Trump.
Well, the thing with it is, like, he's so... The early Hobgoblin stuff is so incredible. It's like watching, like, one of the best comic storylines, like, completely shit the bed at the end due to what I presume was purely, like, publisher nonsense.
Insanity.
I think a lot of it was just like...
Avi Arad is involved.
It almost felt like it was just, like, bad organization. Like, someone, like, revealed it in one issue and someone else was like, what? You revealed the identity? It was meant to be this guy. And they're like, oh, well, let's just ignore it then. And then someone's like, we can't ignore it. And then they're like, okay, well, then this happened. And they're like, okay, but what about this guy? And they're like, fuck it, no one cares, let's keep going. It's like everyone, like, was hungover the day.
Had a really, like, big, like, party. Someone was retiring that day, or someone's birthday. And they were kind of, like, showed up to work, like, the next day. All in sunglasses, all with buckets, just in case.
What I will say is that Jason Macendale, in the comics, he's a fucking what's his name? Jack-o'-lantern.
Do you mean a Jason-lantern?
So he's like he's got a big pumpkin head and he flies around on a disc. Although I think when his disc first appears, it's not flying; it like bounces. So he's on this big bouncy platform.
That's so stupid as all hell.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was bouncy until I got like a few issues in because I was just assumed it was flying, and it was like, no, it's actually bouncing around like a
really like shit pogo stick.
It's more like it's kind of like the that spinning top thing you get in, I believe, Twilight Princess. Do you remember?
That is a rogue reference. I can barely remember.
It's just like a spinning, like you on a Beyblade.
I was gonna say it's like Captain America's shield if you just threw it at the surface.
Yeah, kind of. That's the kind of movement we're talking about, bouncing around like that. But then eventually he gets one that flies, and he's got a big pumpkin
his neck
head.
broke after the first time he used it.
And then I think he like raids the Hobgoblin shit, and then like decides to become the Hobgoblin. And then he's a Hobgoblin for a while, and then he's the one who ends up like becoming a demon.
Save for the weird lore. My head is already hurt.
No, we already talked about him becoming a demon very, very briefly.
I remember. I'm trying to forget.
Well, anyway, yeah.
He got assassinated.
He assassinated?
One of the Hobgoblins got assassinated.
Did he? No, I don't think so.
Was that another guy who got assassinated?
Jack-o'-lantern, I think, got shot in the head, but I don't know if that was Jason Macendale or if that was like a second. I think there might be 3 Jack-o'-lanterns. And one of them gets shot in the head by the Punisher.
Is that part of the weird lore, or is it just...
No, that's just for you right now.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
In terms of this episode, I think it was a good reveal. I enjoyed it. I like secret bookcases.
I love secret bookcases.
Yeah.
They're the best thing about mysteries.
Will not be happy until I have one in my house.
Like, I really hope, like, if I die without having one, I'm gonna be like, talk to Grim Reaper and be like, give me like 50 more years.
Yeah.
I'll sell myself to the devil, but I want that fucking bookcase. You know?
But
I don't have to fucking go anywhere. I can go to a fucking wine cellar for all I care.
It would be so rad though, but then I suppose like if you had that you'd be like, this is great, but now I just want to show people, and then it's like, would you just like invite
you don't want to
friends?
show them, you want to like stumble across it.
Yeah, but then do you just keep like inviting people over? No, if you had been to a friend's house for years and you've been there so many times, and then only after the 100th time you notice a secret room, you'd be like, okay, my friend is either a serial killer or into some weird sex shit that like he is putting in this room and I should not be going in here.
I guess, yeah, you'd be immediately embarrassed if you open someone else's like secret compartment. You're like, the best this could possibly be is a sex room.
Yeah,
At
well,
best.
the best version of a sex room, because if you think about it, if you had the secret room and everything, it's kind of inconvenient to go in there all the time. So it's like, what would you use that room for other than something you're ashamed of? She's like, well, while I've got this secret room, I might
This
as
is where I
well.
thought we Red Hot Chili Peppers vinyls.
It's just, you know what it is? It's like a bust of like, you know, like
Anthony Kiedis.
no, that's not a secret if you broadcast it. Like it's like in the Adam West Batman. It's like a bust. There's this head made of marble, and then you like lift it up. You press a button, then like something unlocks. You do the piano thing from Batman Begins, and then like the bookcase shifts, and then you spin it around. You go behind there, and it's just a small, dirty room with Red Hot Chili Pepper poster on the wall and a box just marked porn, and that's it. And like a chair, like a
single like desk chair, like a garden chair.
Yeah, and then
slightly soiled.
Yeah, and then just
Question,
like
where's the poster in this room? Is it facing the chair or is it facing away from the chair?
No, it's sort of like parallel, like it's on the left of the chair.
Okay, so like,
and straight ahead is an empty wall.
I was gonna say a full wall mirror.
No, it's like the wall that like fucking Wilson Fisk stares at in Daredevil.
It's a rabbit in a snowstorm. Anthony Kiedis is with me all the time. This reminds me of that 2011 album, I'm With You. How much for this Red Hot Chili Peppers vinyl, Vanessa?
This is where I come to cry. Anyway, yeah, secret rooms are a yes from me.
And also a yes from me is this episode of Spider-Man Animated Series.
Mm-hmm. Did you like enjoy this episode then?
I did enjoy this episode. It's one of those ones where like initially I thought it was going to be a season finale. I was like, this is a good season finale.
Yeah.
I'm really stoked for season 4 now. And only I was like, kind of like looking at it and being like, there's more. I'm kind of like a bit iffy on what's to come next.
But I think it works well as either a finale or a like penultimate episode.
Yeah.
But I think it might not be either. I think this season might be a bit longer.
I think this is season episode 13, so we're quite close to the end, I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the only thing I'm kind of sad about is that there's going to be no more Hobgoblin. Because, like, as much as I don't like the episodes he's in, I like him in most of things. He's just really fun to be around. I just don't know what the fuck to do with him half the time.
I love how he's been a recurring villain in various things in a way some other villains haven't.
I kind of like how everyone hates him.
Yeah, but
Everyone's
also
like,
like,
oh,
but also out of all the criminals, he's the only one I really want to succeed.
Yeah,
you know?
it just leads to the chaos.
Yeah, and I kind of like that. Even the portal stuff is a chaotic thing because it's like he
doesn't
hasn't
need the
quite
portals.
figured it out, but he's still like almost dying trying to steal money and then being like laughing about it.
Shit, I almost lost my arm there. Did you see that janitor? And also, like, he's like, it's like a reverse Peter Parker thing where like his personal life completely sucks. So he's like leaving that out and kind of like living his like best life through the Hobgoblin.
Well, isn't that like exactly like Peter Parker?
Yeah, but like somehow the sadder version of it.
Well, I don't know if it's meant to be sadder though. Like we're seeing it sadder because of the whole Felicia thing, but this dude has got a mansion. You know, he's super rich. He's super like
Troy doesn't have an arm
dude.
that fucking annoys the shit out of him.
Yeah, he was probably like, and you get from, I actually think it like reestablishes after this point. You're like, if this guy was the Hobgoblin the whole time, this marriage thing was just this fun side thing he was doing.
It's a side quest.
And he even said it like it was, you know, obviously this is about money, you know?
Yeah.
So he's not even invested really. He's just like, this is a good.
It's another Hobgoblin plot.
Yeah, exactly. And I also love that he's kind of like, yeah, they stay married, man. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And it's like, to be honest, I feel like Felicia at that emotional low point very well could have just said like, yeah, sure, fuck it.
I mean, having agreed to marry him already, like, she's already hit the bottom.
Yeah, also, like, if it turns out, like, if you hang out with Jason and he's, like, a relatively cool guy, like, this isn't that bad a situation. It's a mansion. He's, like, does some crazy, interesting stuff. You know, he's got his own passion projects. He's got ambition.
Yeah, he's got ambition. He's got hustle.
Yeah.
He's got moxie.
Yeah, and he's, like...
He's telling me he's an entrepreneur, technically.
Yeah.
Everyone in New York is afraid of him.
Also, one thing I was wondering, I double-checked this, right? As of last episode, our amnesia count is at 8, and our coma count is at 4.
Okay.
Did we have any comas this episode?
We did not.
Did we have any amnesia this episode?
I don't think we did, no. Well, I guess, like...
Did we get a reverse amnesia?
We got reverse amnesia.
With Norman Osborn?
But with the word goblin, apparently.
Yes.
Just had a fucking meltdown over the word goblin.
Oh, does that count as a deleted amnesia? Do we have to reverse the amnesias?
Do we have one fewer amnesia now?
Maybe.
So amnesia counts at what, like...
Or is it amnesia of the amnesia? Like
that would cancel out, though.
Yeah, but it would still be an amnesia.
So a second amnesia...
His amnesia is of the amnesia.
He forgot that he had amnesia about his amnesia.
Yeah. He forgot the amnesia. So it might be 9?
I'll allow it.
Yeah, okay. I think we're at 9. And then none of the
amnesia.
other people had, like, amnesia. I think Harry Osborn's still affected by the same amnesia he had last time.
Of, like, I forgot that I fucked over my best friend.
Yeah, I forgot I'm a garbage bag of a person.
That's amnesia he's trying to harness every day of his life. I wish I could forget who I was.
Yeah.
We forgot. Who's daddy this week, Jack?
I'm going to say Jason, just off the top of my head.
Right.
He's like, you thought I was a cuck this whole time? I was actually the dad goblin? The hob daddy?
Technically, I was getting fin-dommed.
You were getting what?
Fin-dom, so financial domination.
Sure.
Technically, I wasn't being cucked, I was fin-domming.
I guess, yeah, he was doing all kinds of wild shit.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
Yeah.
But does that make him the dad? I need the dad angle, man. Tell me why he's the daddy.
Just because he's just like, he's just revealing like his like, I guess he's like, yeah, more like daddy and kind of like I'm the center of attention. I am like
most dads.
But I guess I'm going into the dad concept more than like.
Okay, elaborate.
I mean, you have to get more like abstract with the dads at a certain point with the show.
Yeah.
But do you have a counter dad?
I was gonna say Norman Osborn, the actual dad.
What? But what do you have other than the fact that like he has a son?
And he for once again he kind of sacrificed Hobgoblin's identity to save his son. Because like I guess that's part of like the reason he turns back into Green Goblin, right? It's like how like
I don't know. I think it was just like too much Goblin talk.
I think like the fact that like the Kingpin threatened his son brought the Mama Goblin out of him, or rather the Papa Goblin out of him. He was like, "I'm gonna protect my boy," by turning into a Goblin man.
But if that's the case, right, I don't want to give it to Norman Osborn. I want to give it to Green Goblin.
Yeah, the Green Goblin then. The Green Goblin.
Yeah, okay. So
and his very chaotic paternal instincts.
Yeah, the imaginary Green Goblin.
The imaginary daddy.
Norman Osborn's imaginary friend is the daddy this week.
He's a better father than Norman Osborn ever could.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, are you going to do worse?
I mean, I'd be hard pressed. I think you're automatically the worst father by creating Harry Osborn.
Yeah, you already fucked up.
You've already proven you shouldn't have been able to breed.
Yeah, I mean, like, do over.
Yeah.
You know?
Just snip them all off.
Let's make a new Harry.
I mean, like, that way lies destruction.
Like, take Harry, like, out into the woods and just, like, let him free and just, like, see what happens. Or don't see what happens. Throw him out into the wilderness, then go back, make a new Harry. Is the mum in this show? I can't remember.
I think either I think there's a divorce going on.
Maybe.
Yeah. I remember something maybe about a divorce.
I get confused because, like, Mama Osborn doesn't come up a lot in the comics. And also I know in the game she's dead.
In the movie, I think she's dead as well.
Yeah, and then
in this, she's like, "Oh shit, I gave birth to Harry Osborn."
Yeah, she just left town. She's like, "Can't deal with this bullshit."
I'm not going to be a mother to that. Are you crazy?
Yeah,
I'd rather just disappear from existence. I don't care about the money. But yeah, that sort of like counts up to date, right?
I also have some random notes that I bring up because I didn't bring up earlier. Yeah. Glow up for Kingpin. Kingpin changed clothes, finally.
He goes in a black suit now? Or was it
I can't remember what it is now, but like he suited up, he went, more glitz.
Yeah, he went to his midnight suit, his dinner jacket. As opposed to his other dinner jacket he was wearing constantly, because it's always dinner time with Wilson Fisk.
Also, I wrote down
a giant 8-ball.
There's a quote in this episode where he said, I think Norman Osborn says the line, I don't want to talk about any goblins.
I think that's probably right before the line goes, goblins make me sweat.
Wait, is that an actual line?
It's an actual quote.
No, that's not a line. I thought that was just you.
No, I think that's where I got it from. Because, like, it's something to do with him like, being sweaty about goblins.
Do you think it was I am sweaty about goblins?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about goblins as making me sweaty. That might genuinely be that.
Or did he, like, pat a handkerchief to his head and go, whoo, got the goblin sweats?
Yeah. Huh. Ooh, boy!
Is it like he, like when you, like, eat too much, like...
chili.
No, I was saying it's like if you eat, like, too much, like, an all-you-can-eat, like, meat barbecue place.
Or was that like the meat sweats?
Yeah.
But he just ate, like, he ate all the goblin meat at this party.
Well, I think he overdosed on goblins. Like, there were too many goblins that he was interacting with at one time. And he has a low tolerance for goblins.
As we see, yeah.
So like goblin intolerance, I suppose.
That makes him sound like a racist.
Oh, also, like, Spider-Man, like, meets Hobgoblin in the bank?
That's like the... Is it the bank or Crime Central?
I feel like they go into the bank and then Spider-Man's in the bank. Like, haha, got you. Like,
well, yeah, because he's like, he kind of knows...
It's like with the police and he's like, can you let me into this bank?
I don't recall. Anyway, at this point, when we're kind of like going into the early onsets with dementia, we should probably end this episode of That 90s Spider-Man Show. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in today. If you like this and want more, you can listen to the rest of the catalogue here on insert podcast platform of your choice. All the podcast platforms, really. And if you like that and you want more, why not follow us on the socials or subscribe to us on Patreon, where we will do anything for your £10 a month.
Henry will,
but I'll clarify here, anything. Anything at all. Any last words, Jack?
See you later, fuckers.
Go about your lives. Go about your lives now. You're free.
These things happen. It's New York.